Hi, I'm Jennifer, and here's my story on how I found the chapter ahead and began working with them through my mother's step into going into hospice. My mother became ill. She was ill for a long time and staying at home, and pretty soon it was to a point where she moved into Unity Hospice, and that left her house, all her belongings, all her life for me and my sister to deal with. And we would need funds from her house sale and any items in her house to pay for her care. And what do? There's no handbook for this. And so you are searching for some help, you're talking to friends. Everybody said they've done things differently. So what do we do? Do we have a rummage sale? Do we post things on Marketplace? Do we have an estate sale? I didn't know. I didn't know what to do. My sister lives in another city. She works full time, and so her assistance would be minimal. And if you just think of a household where somebody has lived for 40, 50 years, all the amount of things that have been there, what do you do with them all? I didn't know. Well, I began working with the chapter ahead to talk about where do we start? How do we sell the house? What do we do with the things? And so they took a lot of that burden off of us as far as the physicalness of how to move things, how to sell the house, how to close on the house, getting it ready for sale, for viewings, for showings. And the house was sold incredibly quick, and it was a very smooth process for all of us. It was all done professionally, it was all done very cleanly, it was all done compassionately, knowing that our mom was in that situation. The chapter ahead was a one solution call. They took care of us from the beginning to the end. It was on our timetable, not on a quick, you have to get this done by a certain date. It was considerate of our timeline, considerate of how my mom still felt about her house being for sale. It was a wonderful experience. While working with the chapter ahead, the great part about that was me and my sister didn't have to put up any dollars up front for estate sale, for listing the house, for closing the house, for the cleaning. It was taken out at the end of the closing of the house. So we didn't have to worry about any dollars up front if we enjoyed having that option and not having to worry about money up front and who was going to pay for what. The great part about having an estate sale that will generate money that can be used later, put towards any of the costs that are generated through the whole process. Working with the chapter head, especially with the sale of the house, was a really wonderful experience because they came in after the estate sale. It was clean, it was staged, everything was photographed and it was listed, and everything was done very professionally. And after the sale of our house, we actually got more money than we were expecting. It was a plus win for me and my sister, but mostly for my mom.